talk about disappointment. Is all I'm going to say.
Oh, wow. You did the intro. I want to jump like the beginning of it.
Well, we do what we do. So here we go.
What's going on, everybody? This your boy, King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and saved our marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of the show. So when you get through listening to Sparrows UnderReview, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
Welcome to Sparrows UnderReview. My name is Stacey.
And I'm JR.
Listen, it's not that type of episode.
I like to do my R&B thing sometimes.
Listen, this is serious right now.
Okay.
So, like I said there in the beginning, I was disappointed with this movie. It was not what I expected. It did not live up to the hype of what I saw on TikTok. It did not have the excitement and the what I wanted. And I guarantee you it wasn't anywhere close to what I explained to you what it was.
Yeah. That's my new sound effect. The movie we're referring to as Babygirl. And I'm going to say this. Going in with the expectations of what you told me and what I did on my own research, like looking at the trailer for this goes in my top 10 of one of the most deceiving trailers I ever seen.
Right.
The movie hinted at it gave me a thought of maybe being a kink type movie with a little bit of shades of gray in this instance. 50 Shades of Grey like this. The roles reversed to a female having some more structure, like the female. I mean, I knew that it should have been some type of kink movie, but it needed to have some type of like a dynamic to it.
Right. And like, to me, I thought it was going to go into the lines of not necessarily the whole 50 Shades of Grey thing. Like, I didn't think it was going to be BDSM, but I thought it was going to be, you have your main female, which is Nicole Kidman. I thought that, she was the power horse of the family. She was taking care of everything. She ran her company. She was the boss. And in the bedroom, her life wasn't very satisfied and she needed somebody to take control. And I thought the guy was going to come in and be like, bam, this is what's going to happen. Let me take you out to these different places and teach you how to basically be as submissive in the bedroom. That's what I thought it was going to be.
I went on what you told me, which was very limited, what you told me. And, it was filling in with what I was doing on the great show, West Virginia Commonplace.
Right. Well, because that's what I thought it was going to be. The way that the trailer made it feel, I thought that it would go good with your recent episodes that you have done on your podcast.
Yeah, and I thought it would be in the veins of the documentary.
Right.
And it didn't have anything to do with that. Basically, like you said, you summed it up in the greatest way. It was basically a lady not satisfied with her life and let me go out here and cheat and let me add a...
Right, but that's what they did. Like what I explained, I thought that's what it was going to be. But my interpretation after watching the movie, you have this female that couldn't be satisfied in the bedroom and she was afraid to speak up to her husband. So she goes out and cheats on him and gets what she wants from another man. That's basically the sum up of the movie.
And basically, to me, this movie stole a lot of elements from Indecent Proposal and Basic Instinct. If anyone's familiar with those, if you're not, we'll talk about those later on down the road because they have a lot of ties to this movie. The affair in the American workplace, the hierarchy for how it's supposed to be set up in a place that's supposed to be male-dominated, switching the roles to a female to be dominated here. And then the female power play inside this movie that happens. It shows you a lot of things that could have been, and I really don't want to be rude about this, that could have really just been this could have been a Lifetime movie. And I hate to always say that.
Right. But that's my thing though.
Or a Hulu or HBO this could have been a Netflix movie.
Right. Right. It could have been dropped straight onto a streaming service. I was very disappointed. And I know that we are seeing a decline in theaters and people going to theaters. But this is one movie that I'm going to have to say, don't waste your money going to the theaters to watch.
Yeah, I'd honestly just wait for this to get on. Whoever made this movie 9 times out of 10 Amazon or somebody made it.
Right, and that's another thing I didn't like. It didn't feel like a movie. It felt like, I don't know, it kind of felt like somebody was recording her the whole time and intruding in her life. Like it felt like paparazzi video instead of a film.
Okay, I can go with that.
Does that make sense what I'm trying to say with the video quality?
Yeah. And I'll just say this, like, from the aspect of storytelling, it dropped the ball there for me.
Mm-hmm.
It gave you your characters, it gave you everything, but unlike a movie like Robot Dreams that let me interpret, and I'm comparing them in this one instance, when it came to actually like forcing me to make decisions or to do things on my own, I wanted this movie to explain a few things. Like, I didn't get the dynamic of the husband. The husband is the one that's the unsatisfactory person to Nicole Kidman, Mr. Antonio Banderas.
Well, I think what it is like, I get it. Like, she was afraid to speak up and say anything like, hey, I don't like that, or I don't like this. This isn't doing anything for me, because she didn't want to ruin her marriage and the relationship that she had with him. And like, I feel like maybe she didn't want to make him feel less of a man by saying, hey, you're not pleasing me. That's what I got out of it. And it made sense. Like, I'm not saying the movie was trash. It lined up and it made sense. And I'm like, okay, I follow this. I get this. I understand that. Like, I see what you're saying. But it was not what I expected.
Right. But it gave a dynamic of him and the female actress that was working on his play. Like, you could see a little innuendo there. And I
don't know. I didn't pay attention to that part because I was kind of confused. I didn't remember if she said that he had cheated on her or if she just thought he cheated on her. And I'm not finding that anywhere online.
Okay. And this movie overall, like, you know, I'm not saying nothing bad about it, but it was just like, it just
right. And that was it. It's going to be a quick episode. So let's see how it's done so far.
I don't even know what its budget is.
It's no budget so far in the box office, 4.2 million. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know. Like you said, Nicole Kidman and Antonio Banderas are the two in there, and then I think, is it Harris Dickinson? Is that the main guy? Yeah, that's the secondary secondary male character or whatever. Antonio Banderas is her husband. I feel like we're not going too many places right here. What you got?
Well, I didn't find anything on it. All I've got to say about this is this movie would not be anything I'm going to recommend to anybody. Like, not in a bad way.
Right, and that's one of the things, like, if y'all have hung in with us long enough, you know that we don't like to sit here and be like, oh, no, don't go watch that. And that's not what we're saying at all. Like, we're not going to recommend this to you, but I do feel like you need to make your own decisions if you are over the age of 18 and would like to go see it. I do encourage you to go ahead and see it. I wouldn't waste my money on seeing it in theaters. I'd wait until it hits a streaming platform or whatever ways you obtain your movies.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. I would say, like, you know, this would be something if it was on Hulu or something, and I needed a movie to fill in.
Yeah.
On a Thursday night or Tuesday night when primetime TV shows are not on, I could watch this.
Right. And, like, I did like some of the aspects of it, like with the daughter. Of course, they have 2 daughters together, and then the one basically helps get her and her husband back together. It's like, my girlfriend forgave me, so my dad can forgive you.
Yeah, like I said, character arc and stuff was fine in the movie.
It had some good development
with
and
the 2 daughters
like
and everything. That was wild.
Yeah, and then the ending, I wasn't disappointed with the ending after we knew how the movie was going. I thought it was a little odd, but that you're such a powerful woman, and you're going to let what happens happen.
Right.
With
So on that one, that just the movie dropped the ball at the end. But overall, like I said, the recommendation is watch this on a streaming service.
Right. Give it a couple months and watch it.
Yeah. Wow.
Anything else that you would like to say?
Really nothing else for that one.
Okay, so I'm just going to jump right on in. Please head on over to Instagram and TikTok. We are now posting weekly updates on both of those websites. We do have a Patreon if you would like to join. It is $5 a month. We do have a few exclusive episodes there for now. We're going to try at the first of the year to make sure we get some more content over there. We are also starting a Twitch platform. We have, you do Letterboxd quite often.
Yes.
You can do follows over there, correct?
Yes, you can.
I know I ask this all the time every time we talk about it, but it's all right. I got that bad memory. What else we got?
That's about it right now. We'll be at Podfest, but by the time this comes out, we've already been at Podfest and we'll have a review for that. But one thing in particular, everybody get excited for Lexington Comic-Con.
Yes, I'm very excited about that.
So on that note, I'm JR.
And I'm Stacey.